Hey guys, today I'm going to have a comic book update for you all because I've not done one in a while. This is just going to be a quick video of, well, it might not be quick because we've got a lot to get through, but it'll be about what I've been reading since my last update and a quick impression on each one. First of all, the first thing I want to start off with is the Penguin Pain and Prejudice series. This book, it's 1 to 5. It's just a mini series. I've got 1 here, 2 here, and 3, and number 4 I've not read yet, but so far I'm absolutely loving this series. It's so dark and gritty, and it's just everything you want from this character, and it's almost like an origin slash modern story about the Penguin. It's half of the book's always like flashbacks about his childhood, and then the rest of the book is about him in the present time, and it's giving you a good insight to how he became the way he is. It's a fantastic thing. If any of you want to jump on, it's only 5, so it's very cheap to get into that one. From Marvel, what I've been reading is X-Men number 3, number 4, this is Ultimate Comics X-Men, sorry, number 4 and number 5. And I've got to say, these books, I don't know why I continue to pick them up. I've got to say, I love this cover though. Rogue is one of my favourite. I'm not sure why I keep picking up, but there's something about it that just makes me want to get the next book, and then the next book, and the next book, just to see. I'm at the position now where if the next book is going to be crap, then it's just going to get dropped from my list, because I'm spending a lot on them and I don't want to get something that's not good. And the story in this is just a bit confusing. I don't know why I'm enjoying it, but I'm enjoying it enough to want to keep reading it. Anyway, next up is Ultimate Comics Spider-Man issue number 3, issue number 4, and issue number 5. And I've got to say, the story in this is just fantastic. A lot of people have kind of written this off because it's the Ultimate line, but I've got to say, give it a chance, guys, because the writing in this is absolutely fantastic. The story it's actually a really big surprise for me, because I didn't think it would be this good. But yeah, it's good. The only thing is, a lot of people have a problem with the Ultimate Comics art style. I think it fits the universe and it works really well, but yeah, definitely a good comic book. Carnage USA, this has just started coming out 2 months ago. It's a mini-series like Penguin Pain and Prejudice. There's only 2 being released so far. It will be a 5-part mini-series. I've got to say, the first book I really loved, and the second one was... because I'm such a big Carnage fan, I liked it, but I can see that people will not like this, because it's more of just the same thing over and over again. But I really loved it. I've got to say, the art in this is brilliant. It's my type of style. It's I wish I could show you, but I've not got enough time. But yeah, just looking at the covers you can see what it's like. It's a great book, and I'm definitely going to get all 5. This is not from Marvel, but I just picked it up quite recently. It's Fatale, and it's by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. Ed Brubaker is one of my favourite writers, and Sean Phillips is actually going to be at my local comic book store on the 25th of January, so I'm going to get him to sign this. He's going to be here just to sign the Fatale books on the back. I'll get him to sign it, and hopefully he'll do a sketch, and that will increase the value of this one. But yeah, this is a fantastic book. It's quite thick compared to the rest of the comics. I don't know if you can see like how quite puffy it is, but yeah, there's a lot of content in here, and I had to read it a few times to get it, because it's quite a mature theme, and when I first read it I was like, okay, what's going on? And then I read it again and again. I read it 3 times because it's one of those books that you have to read it again to really appreciate it. But yeah, fantastic series, and I'm definitely now going to be hooked on that series. Moving on to DC, I've got the first pile here. Hope my battery doesn't cut out. Deathstroke, issue number 1. This is all from the New 52. That's what actually got me into comic books. Deathstroke, issue number 2. Deathstroke, issue number 3. and finally Deathstroke issue number 4. And I've got to say, the first issue, I loved it. The second issue of Deathstroke, let me just show you that one. This has to be the worst comic book I've ever read in my life. It was just so cheesy and just so childish. It was like, I will destroy you, and it's just crap. But because the first one was so good, I thought I'd give it a chance. This third one, really, I really enjoyed the ending to this third one, so I picked up the fourth one. But the fourth one really I just kind of got to the point where I'm like, I really just don't care about the story. There's nothing in it that's making me actually care about it. So if I don't care about it, why am I wasting my money on it? So Deathstroke is officially dropped. It's just basically mindless action with no story. And I like stories. I love violence, but only when it's in the right story. Otherwise it just doesn't work, I don't think. Next up, Red Hood and the Outlaws issue number 1. Issue number 2. Issue number 3. And yes, you will notice this has got some beautiful colours. Issue number 4. I've got to say, this has some of the most colourful art I've seen in any comic book. It's really beautiful just to look at. I mean, if you look at this cover here, look at the colour in that. It's just fantastic. And yeah, I picked this up because I had a little bit extra money left over, and I thought I want to give a few more of the Batman related ones tries. And I didn't know much about the Red Hood going into this. In fact, I didn't know anything. I only knew that he was Jason Todd. But yeah, I've got to say, apart from this 4th issue, which kind of left me a bit like, okay, like, what's going on? You know, I didn't really understand it fully, so I might have to read this one again. But the first 3 issues of this were great. I really loved it, and I'm definitely going to stick to this series for this now anyway. Next up, the Savage Hawkman issue number 3 and issue number 4. And I've got to say, I'm actually a big fan of this. The first book was probably one of my strongest ones from the New 52 in the first week, in the first month of the New 52 launching, and since then I've just kind of stuck with it. A lot of people criticise it, but I don't know, there's something about it that just works really well with me, I think. It's my type of book, and I'm really enjoying it. Next up is the series that has the best art in the whole of the New 52, in my opinion, and that's Aquaman. This has really surprised me. Aquaman number 3, and finally Aquaman number 4. The art in this book is just fantastic, and what I really love about this is the Aquaman has become a bit of a joke because of shows like Family Guy and South Park making fun of him, and he's just became like the kind of joke about the comic book world. And in this, like, the actual people in the book, they actually make fun of him like the way we do in real life, and I thought that was great. I thought that was really funny, and there's some scenes in these books that are just hilarious, and you know, it's about Aquaman kind of proving himself in a way, and it's definitely one of the strongest out of the New 52. I really love it, and pick it up just for the art alone, because it's definitely worth it. So that's that pile. On to the last pile. The last pile from the New 52. And we're going to start off with Animal Man number 3 and Animal Man number 4. And I've got to say, this, when I first looked at this, I didn't get it. I ignored it on the first week, on the first month, sorry, when it launched. The number 1, I ignored it, and I kind of passed it over. And I just kept hearing from everyone, you've got to get it, you've got to get it, it's one of the strongest books. And I looked at it a few times and I thought, I really hate the art, I just can't get into it. It's just, I looked at it and thought it looked like one of those old kind of health and safety manuals you see in like home economics at school or something. And I just really didn't like it, but I said, whatever, I'm going to try it. I read it and I was so pissed off with myself that I judged it by its cover and by its art, because it is actually my favourite now out of, along with Swamp Thing. No, well, Swamp Thing I'm kind of still, it's great, but Animal Man is my favourite out of all the New 52 at the moment, and I was so shocked at how much I like this, and I can tell you now, I actually really love the art now. I can't believe how much I really enjoy the art in this book now.